Hey, it's Jack. I'm Star. This shit is hot. Okay, so I got I got everybody in the entire world hating on me, and the reason why is because they all know whatever the fuck it is they know. They've heard various stories, and then whatever story they heard last just got bigfooted by whatever is the significance of whatever it is I said for the last few days. And apparently I was supposed to behave in a certain way, and because I didn't, that allowed somebody who I like to do three things all at once. Because everybody has two yous. They have the you that's you in the future, and there's you that's the you in the past. Okay. Now nobody knows. Well, not nobody. People, they don't tell you. They don't tell you. It's cool. They don't be like, hey, because of the interaction between the dark sun and Sirius B, there's this shadow planet, and then the shadow planet is a real person, and then then there's people there, and then because the people fall in love with them, then they get souls, and then they're humans, and then the Alpha Draconis move from planet to planet, and they move around, and then that's how they trap the people, and then when they trap the people, they can breed them, and then when they breed them, they get slaves, and then you get sudden explosions of people moving because suddenly gets out of hand, and there's all these people running home because they're like, what the fuck am I doing in South America? Well, what they're doing in South America is they're waking up how the fuck did I get to be a slave in South America? Well, the answer is, white boy, is you're a fucking dick. Okay? Now I don't know how that's happened to many people, but typically the divine, at least what I've seen, they don't seem to do a whole lot of abducting of people who don't abduct other people and take them to South America and force them to fucking make coke. Like, do you know how coke is made in South America? Oh, it's fucked up. Oh, it's totally fucked up. And when you're born again in South America and you don't remember who you are at first, you don't know. You're like, oh wow, I'm 19 years old and I just got here. Whoa, I got a perfect body. Yeah, they put that perfect body to work fucking growing fucking plants because people who are dicks and assholes and twats. Actually, I like twats. I don't mean to refer to people by their body parts. I think it's undignified. But then again, so is human trafficking. So are women who deliberately use their ability to seduce men, like pretty much anyone. They do that because they're getting vengeance for Eve. And Eve is still fucked up because they're not allowing her to heal, so that they have an excuse to get this energy to drive people into various forms of servitude. Human trafficking is not what you think it is. Oh no. Like what happens when what happens when you die? Fucking people don't know. They fucking fight wars over it. Because for one thing, some people know, and they don't want to say. Other people know and they do say, and they're wrong because coincidentally they're always in the wrong place for that. God's pretty clever. Like people who want to game the system, they don't get a lot of play. God is not down with people gaming the system. And this goes back to the original game, which was Lilith and Adam and Eve. Lilith was Adam's first whatever, and Lilith was way too smart for him. Didn't want to fuck whenever Adam fucked, and Adam was like, God, can I have a different woman? Lilith is still pissed. I don't blame her. I would be like, what? What? Yeah. Excuse me? What? So that's the story they don't tell you. Now I don't know these people. I have not yet met Lilith. I kind of hope I do. I really do like her. I instantly understood the feeling. Yeah. And I can see why, because I was accused of doing that kind of thing. God, can I have another one? No. Shit, no. I didn't choose that. Now, conceivably, I could have like resisted, but I knew that it would just go on and on and on forever. And then the person who was the other component, well, let's just say I could tell there was something spooky about the whole thing. I didn't know what, but I didn't know about the U's. I didn't know about how creatures are duplicated and replicated when they enter into the binary source system. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. I was fucking 15. Nobody told me. People assumed I knew. I mean, I was smart. Like, why wouldn't I know? And then they assumed my father was this total fucking degenerate, which he may have been, as far as I know. But nevertheless, that's not the way things are supposed to be done. However, these people didn't fucking care. No. They had concerns, and I began to figure out why. There's a lot of exotic stuff that happens. The stuff that I figured out, I don't plan to write books about. No, I might drop the occasional reference to Eye of Newt or something. But in reality, fuck no. That knowledge must be earned. And if it's not, number one, it rapidly doesn't work. Number two, God doesn't like that. And God will cut you down if you fuck that shit up. People have talked about the return of Jesus. Jesus never left. Arguably, Jesus never died. He did, but it's a weird kind of it's one of those weird kind of discussions that you don't want to have if you want to fucking enjoy your dinner. And God is still here. And people ask, why? How could God create this? Blah, this is so terrible. All these people have died. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, God didn't do that. No, you did that. You did that by buying Coke and getting high and blasting off some girl and getting her all juiced up and then leaving her behind and fucking up all her symbols and not caring at all. What do you care? I never saw her again. And even though that system was around you, all around you, and you had the ability to choose not to do that, a lot of people chose to get into the coke whore lifestyle, riding the cock carousel, they call it. I can see why people do it, but I can also see why it's not that hard to expect people not to. It's not too hard. Duh. Okay, so maybe if it happens by accident, okay, sure. Once, then you're like, wow, I want to find somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing and then do it to them. That's kind of what pedophilia is about. It's about finding people who are not yet matured on some axis of development. And then if you've got a compulsion to be the one to train them, okay, so that's pedophilia. And it can get out of hand. All right? But yet it's relatively simple to not let it get out of hand. Just don't abuse children. How is this hard? It's not too hard. It's not impossible. But it's not just a slippery slope. Essentially, you do it once. You're on the list, fucker. You ain't getting shit on certain levels. And what happened to me is that I deliberately chose to do it to myself rather than get with this girl who was getting piloted by some fucked off thing. And the person who shouldn't have let me do that, she did it. Okay, so I don't know what happened to her. Something. Perhaps she has to suffer knowing that, well, if she wasn't, married. Is she married? Okay, all right. I don't see why that matters. Can I buy her off him? No. He doesn't want to sell her. He doesn't want her to. He wants her to suffer too. He's mad at women because women fucked him over. Now he's got one. She's miserable all the time. He gets to fuck her. She's married. She didn't realize. Uh-oh. Is this what? Oops. Okay, well, like I'm sympathetic for her. I'm paying my dues. She's paying her dues. I wouldn't mind having sex with her again. Sure, no, it's fun. Frankly, I wish I could have, but instead of exploiting her, I burned the number and didn't see her again for a long time. And then when I did, it was under circumstances that were not really legitimate. Like I was told to go over to a motel, and it turned out she was the woman fucking rent me the room. She was the hotelier, right? I wasn't told, hey, go over to the hotel and you'll find the woman who you first had sex with. Oh, no. I wasn't prepped. No. I was just sent over into an ambush. Oh, these fucking women. They just love it. Now, what they're doing is they're reliving the experience of Eve, who did not have a good time. No. Eve did not have a good time. Eve was trafficked by Lilith. And I can see why she did. I don't think it was, well, I wasn't there. I haven't talked to Lilith. She's kind of shy. Here's the problem with Lilith. She meets somebody like me. Shit, she's already loving me. And in her head, she's like, what if he's going to give me away? What if he's going to go to God and say, I want a different one? What do I do? And then her mind starts to fucking snap. Because the fact of the matter is, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. And it's not like Lilith's going to bind me to her forever. Although, actually, I mean, she's crazy enough. Sure. Lilith and Eve are batshit crazy insane. Lilith and Eve are the two U's of the goddess, of the divine spouse of God. You with me? How many of you out there miss your girlfriend? How many of you out there want to be like cuddling? Okay, well, so does God. Okay? Just because God could be considered to be a genderless being, well, God could grow a dick if needs be, right? I don't know what the current. Yeah, God says thanks, but no thanks for inquiring. It's not my business. I didn't mean to. God knew that. God's a real good friend. I love being friends with God, and anyone can be friends with God. You just got to start. It takes time. I wouldn't expect to say, "Hey God, can I have a Mercedes-Benz?" I wouldn't expect that to work day one. I wouldn't. I have yet to ask God for a Mercedes-Benz. What have I asked God for? Oh yeah. I asked God for a way to save my friend, teach her a lesson, make me the hero, and let me get to have shitloads of crazy monkey sex with her. But cool about it. I don't want to hurt her. If she doesn't want me, okay, fine. I'll find something else. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Right. But the key is that I planned this ahead of time, under the auspices of the divine. I don't just suddenly change my mind. I did just suddenly change my mind and say, no, I like that one with the bigger tits. That kind of consistency is apparently hard for some people, especially since the human genome has been reconfigured by assholes who deliberately want to torture the opposite sex, take advantage of them, sell into slavery, and do it forever. Who they are, I don't know. I don't know that kind of thing. I'm focused on what I got going on, and as the whole world has fucking lost its collective goddamn marbles, I'm immensely glad that I didn't fuck up the way some people did. I feel bad for Grapefruit because she's doing her penance. I would never wish upon her what she's dealing with, whatever the fuck it is. I honestly don't know. I don't mean to say I'm better than her, but well, one of us lied her ass off. The other one is me. It's Scusi, neurological. I mean, how can I save her from? How can I save her in any way? I mean, she fucked up. She did. I told her there's special consequences. She didn't give a shit, or rather, she did, but she interpreted that to mean, ooh, something new. Yeah, I guess she'd been running around trafficking bodies for a while, and like I don't really begrudge her that. What she did before I met her, I can't really say anything about it. You know, a lot of other people might, but I'm a compassionate person. I know that mistakes can be made. I'm willing to understand that. But when consistent mistakes are made repeatedly, there's some kind of issue there, right? Okay, well, the case of Grapefruit, she's being trafficked. Okay, well, I don't know if anybody trafficked her into lying to me, but I do know that she just never got around to turning her life around and being honest with me. And since I know that one of them was under a geas, to speak lion's tongue, she wasn't able to tell me the truth because she was cursed. Now that I understand that, I'm so sympathetic to her. I love her. I do. I always loved her. That was her karmic punishment, to run around. Christ, I don't know how many lifetimes she ran around being a coke smoking whore. Enough that she doesn't like coke at all, which fair, unless it's with some guy that she needs to incriminate and put in jail. Oh yeah, then she'll smoke it up. Then she feels okay, and then at the end of it, she wraps him up and puts him in jail, and then she resets. What a fucking nightmare that is, huh? Consequently, I don't really feel like I've gotten a good deal here. And as it turns out, a fair number of divine beings agree. Right now, I'm right across the street from the space age rape station in Quackmart. I'm tempted to call them and say, hey, do we need to keep doing this? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, they do. Fuck yeah, they do. These people are mad, because I have fucked up a good thing for them. They had a little Potemkin village town, and it's kind of like the Roche Motel. You check in, you don't check out. Hotel California, you can check in, you can never leave. That's what this place is. It's like a large hellmouth, and the thing about that is like demons come out and they're like, hey, where's the body? Okay, well, turns out bodies are, well, you get one. What do you mean you lost it? What'd you do with it? You killed yourself and you don't have another one? Wow, that's too bad. Why don't you write a poem? All right. God is fair. God tells you the deal, makes it pretty clear, and then God watches to see what you do. Apparently this is hard for a lot of people. God watches. They're like, no way, how could God see me? Well, it involves science, it involves technology, and it involves a whole series of people who don't like women getting trafficked into whoredom. And the knowledge that Earth is in a place where, oh look, there's a hellmouth. Oh look, there's demons coming out. Oh look, the demons jumping that girl and jumping her. Oh shit, now you got a demon inside a girl. Oh shit. Well, there goes Christmas. Like that can happen anytime, assuming the circumstances are correct. Happens all the time. They don't talk about it because, well, once you know, you don't tend to need to be reminded, right? When a person finds this out, it's a bit of a Rubicon crossing moment. Oh, that's what's going on here. Oh, I see. Okay, so now I'm in Egypt. I'm gonna be moving rocks for a while. Yeah, because somebody has to. And did you like it where you were before? Well, I guess you shouldn't have left. Yeah. Were you sad because Tommy didn't like you and Mary gave him speed and then now they're fucking? So you killed yourself of grief? Wow, shit. Why don't you just get some speed and fuck somebody else? Why didn't you? Well, here's the problem with that. For a woman, it's different. Absolutely. I could see easily why a woman would be like, hey, wait, whoa. Whoa, whoa. That's pretty easy to reconnect, given that women, men, different. They are equal, but equal in different ways. That's part of the glory of life. Now, those of the people in the population who deliberately fucking game the system so that they can take advantage of people who are ignorant, those are sex offenders. Those are pedophiles. Okay? Some guy who got jammed up with, suddenly they found like 85,000 gigs of child porn on his computer that the FBI put there. Whoops, sorry. Okay, you're on the list forever. That's what they do to, that's what is done to people who are disobedient, right? People who do certain things, they get put on the list. Once you're on the list, shit, no, you're not getting off it. You know why? Because you'll eventually die, and then when you die, that body will be there, and then some demon will come out of the fucking hellmouth and start running around. You're not gonna see that necessarily because you'll be somewhere else because you have eternal life. Sure, your body, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, to the ground we whence returned. So what God does with that shit afterwards, it's really not money. It's not many people's business. It's not my business currently, but it could be. I could go to any mortuary building in the world, walk in, they know me. The reason why they know me, it's not important, okay? But I had a experience where somebody tried to kill me with a car because they thought I needed to die, because they thought I had done something wrong, and they thought that because reasons. Yeah. But I didn't need to be fucking killed. Which is why when I died, I came back, rewound, and then it started turning left, away from the accident. I turned directly into the fucker. Now, I don't know for certain that's what happened because I don't remember that part. I remember there was a brief interruption in my memory of consciousness. And that's what happens when you die unexpectedly. You go to heaven or wherever fucking you die and you're in quantum. And I know what I said. I said, hey, shit, God, I don't want to die. I want to fucking find this shit out. And so, whoosh, rewound time a little bit. It's not very long. Just a quick rewind. And then I was in a car crash in 2010, which fucked me up for a while. Nobody cared. Not one fucking person cared. They really didn't. Given that most people thought I was a dick who deserved to die anyway. Because I had been the subject of a smear campaign very young. Because I didn't want to get trafficked into whoredom. I didn't want to do the wrong thing. And I did my best to figure out what was going on. While I did that, people who had the ability to figure out what I was thinking, I'm not sure which fucking planar galactic arm fucking angels fucking hang out at where they can read kids' minds or whatever. But I had a very simple wish. She said, well, I've made out with 10 guys and I haven't had sex with anybody, but I want it to be with you. I hope it's with you. She didn't seem real excited. Like we were in a room. She says this. Okay, she could have jumped on me and ripped my clothes off. Oh fuck no. She didn't want that. She didn't want to be the instigator. No, she wanted to be taken. Okay. And the reason why was complex and varied. I don't blame her that shit. I would have loved to take her too. However, I've got a sensitivity to getting played by authority. When authority sets up a situation and it's complicated and it's got all these little steps. Oh, it's got to be this. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. Oh, can you please help me? Okay, well, what that is that's a fucked off total lesbian whore who's trapped and she wants somebody to take her place. Because sometimes that's the person's job. And typically a person who's used to bouncy from cock to cock while walking some kind of talk, they typically don't want to get tied down. because they're degenerate fucking trickster spirits. Okay, there's a bunch of them. I guess most humans start off close to one, and then a lot of them, well, they rapidly don't get very far. I noticed in the news that President Trump had to fire the labor of secretaries of the Secretary of Labor, the guy who was in charge of the statistics for the Department of Labor or some shit. Fired his ass. Well, it's probably because he was a lying little bitch. Because it turns out nobody does anything but whoring. That's the only job. That's the only job. Everything else, automated. You just don't know it. They got humanoid robots. You just don't know it. Sure, they look human. You just don't know it. You see those people running around doing shitty jobs? Some no small number of them are robots. They're humanoid robots. They're humans, and they're robots, which is actually really good because they don't have free will, and the spark of life that they have is puny. Okay. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have hung on to my soul, thank God, and I have voluntarily given a smidgen of my free will to God, to Jesus Christ, who asked me for help in 2020. Came to me in a dream. Said, dude, we need a sorcerer. You want to do it? That's all I remember. I mean, there's more to it than that, I'm sure. I don't remember that. I said, hell yeah. I'd love to help. I'd love to help you, God. No problem. I don't usually get that kind of experience. And as a result, I did well. I'm still a sorcerer. It's not that big a deal. It's like being a doctor, but even less impressive. It's like being a captain, but you know, whatever. What I mean by saying I'm a sorcerer is that I have done sorcerer stuff at least once, and I'm still qualified to be a sorcerer without going through the tedious trouble of having to go to sleep next to a batshit crazy insane woman who says, I'm a shamaness. Oh, okay. Okay, I wake up. Hi, honey, I'm a sorcerer. No, you're not. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting theory. I don't know what that woman's deal was. I don't blame her. I really don't. I was there most of the time. I saw some small amount of what was going on. It didn't make any sense. Sure, shit makes more sense now. And definitely, in no way do I blame her. Do I hold her responsible? I know. It's not just that I miss her. Sure, of course I miss her. Whatever. But I don't miss her enough to go get her and say, okay, honey, you're coming with me. I'm gonna rescue you for your penance. Oh, fuck no. Stay there and do double, bitch. Fucking walk that shit. Fucking, you told me that I'm not a sorcerer. Now you're doing penance and I'm walking around. Yeah, fuck you. I can say fuck you. It's unconditional. I can say fuck you a whole bunch. Like, yeah, it's not like I need to kiss her ass. That's not why I enjoy feeling unconditional love. I don't even know that's one of the advantages. But when I think about what that fucking woman, when I think about what that lovely lady said to me while she didn't think I was worth a shit, she could do all the goddamn penance that God wants a number of times. I'll give her a bonus. I got 448 years left at least. Maybe on my 500th birthday I'll like being a sorcerer so much I'll sign up for another contract. I don't know. But I have that choice. I'm free. I have freedom. I have my soul. I haven't fucked up. I haven't made choices that I'm going to forgive. Well, I have made choices, of course, that I regret. But I haven't tried to traffic weed into fucking Russia and gotten caught by Mr. Putin. Mr. Putin does not like weed getting smoked in this country. No. Mr. Putin's a little bit like God in that sense. Mr. Putin says very clearly, don't smoke a weed into Russia. Oh, that's a bad accent, but anyway. So you smoke a weed into Russia, you get fucked. Bad. They might even kill you. Why not? Shit. Once a person understands what's going on around here and what happens when people die and shit, the concept of the death penalty is a little, It's not really a death penalty. It's a get off work early. That's not much of a punishment. Yeah. So the glory of life is that one's perception of it and one's experience of it changes remarkably over time. I never thought in a million years that I would be totally okay with grapefruit taking upwards of 300 years to come to me in the flesh again, if so. I mean, is she gonna? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my goddamn life. It's not my goddamn penance. I'm not her daddy. I'm not a member of her mewling coterie of secret Masonic husbands. I didn't sell out so I could keep on fucking her. Shit, no, I specifically said to Jesus, you gotta take over, like fuck this. Like what? Fuck this, dude. Make sure she lives. Make sure the kids know I'm a hero. That's it. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I did want her back, but I didn't insist. Consequently, well, I don't have to insist, which is good, because there's a whole bunch of dudes who are all obsessed with this fucking woman. This fucking woman. She is lovely. She really is. She's fabulous. A lot of times, people will have trophy wives. She's like a trophy rape. This woman went on a fucking trail of terror. Wow. Do you know why the Native Americans are put on reservations? Because they fucking belong there. Okay. I don't know what exactly, but they got some there's stuff that has to be done. They can do it, and rather than run around preying on humanity, I'm gonna turn into a bear and eat his ass out from the inside out because I'm mad at girls. What the fuck? Holy shit! Some people like are way too invested in their revenge. Is that a girl bear? Let's rape her. Like, what the fuck? Well, that's part of what happens on Earth, especially with the introduction of math, which is extraordinarily powerful. It's a bit of a trick. There's a lot of sophisticated technology to it, of course, and it was designed that way. But it's also relatively easy to make if you don't have Smokey the Bear fucking crawling up your ass every 10 minutes. Yeah, but you're not making better, are you? You know it's against the law. You know it's against the law, right? I'm gonna rape your daughter now. Give me some meth. He's like, it's fucked up. This stuff will rapidly fuck up a life in ways that are not immediately obvious. It's not because of the drug. It's because of the people who are fucking around it, fucking using it as a tool. It's like used as a bait snare. Now, one might wonder, why did God create such a thing? I don't know that God did. I think it was Tubal Cain. He says, don't out me. He says, no comment. Fucking love the guy. What happened with Lilith and Eve and Adam? I don't know. But I do know that I suddenly started writing the story down. It was a pretty good story. It's on YouTube somewhere, buried in some video that has like thousands of comments. I just picked. It was almost at random. Like, oh, okay, I'll put this here. Boom. That's where I published. Do you know what it costs to publish these days? Well, if you do it wrong, it costs you your fucking life. Because there's this there's this thing called lunch, and it ain't goddamn free. Okay, and the whole internet, the whole fucking system is designed to fuck you up. Because Jews love to make things hard to figure out and difficult for the average guy who doesn't understand how Jews work or doesn't understand how math works, right? To get themselves into a contract that they can't. Oops, scusi, me lo ricordi. No, there's no scoozy. You're fucking sut. You're sitting there. You're doing that. You signed the contract. You did it. Yeah. And then, well, you're stuck there, and then I guess you lost your superpower. So, bon appetit. You know, one might ask oneself, wow, why is it so strict? Well, here's a hint. Eve is still fucked up. Lilith is not. I don't think she took another husband. Okay, I don't blame her. I wouldn't. The notion that I might one day have a relationship with Lilith of a sexual nature. That's a cute idea. That's not likely to happen. It's like the Gorgon or the Kraken or something. And the people who are supposed to fix this, they can't. They can't. I can, but I'm not going to, because that's not what I'm here for. It's not. And I'm not here to get grapefruit back. I'm not here to I'm not here to address anything. I'm here. Well, right now I'm waiting for an Uber. Error. Something went wrong. Okay, so amusingly, my phone's all fucked up. And the reason why is because these dudes are desperately trying to fucking get on my phone and get on my data and fuck me up. They want me to shut up. They want me to stop publishing. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm Star. This is 36 minutes and 45 seconds with Jack Star. Soon to be the award-winning debrief. What was that about shutting up? You want to write that down? Cool. Write down on a piece of paper, fold it up so it's all sharp corners, and then shove it up your ass, you fucking ordering little bitch. I don't really. Oh God. Oh, sorry. I thought, is that a werewolf? Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. No, I wasn't. I didn't mean you. No, I really. No, I'm being. Oh. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. You're right. No, I'm okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Bye. So that was an otherkin, kind of invisible. They're amongst the many people who want me to shut up, because here's the problem. When they hear the story again, they get sad, and it distracts them from what they're doing, which is probably raping somebody. And apparently, hearing the stories that I tell, apparently it makes it less enjoyable for these fucking beasts to fucking remember that they're just mindless raping zombies. Apparently they're not. Apparently they're humans. And then they're addicted to rape, so they want to not remember various things. And apparently, I guess I'm a good reminder. So there's a lot of people, yeah. There's a number of entities that just don't want me to talk about what I'm talking about. Okay, I'd love to talk about other stuff with my sweetie. Hey, where's my sweetie? Oh, isn't that sweet? Okay, well, I'm in fine company. The divine spouse of God. Yeah, she's not available either. So I imagine God and Jesus do not suck each other's dicks. I imagine that. If it turns out I'm wrong, well, I'm still not going to rape Kathy, right? I don't know what the deal is with that woman, but I will point out that she never tracked me down. I see why now. I never knew what story was promulgated. I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was part of a coordinated effort to fuck me up. Because there's these dudes, and they wanted to. Like, I get nauseous just thinking about it. Well, you're not going to see me like crying and whining about it to some fucking shrink. I need pills. I miss my wife. No. I'm sure my wife misses pills. Go give her some. Which one's my wife? Fuck if I know. They fucked up things so fucking bad, and they never thought that there was not a cruel God, not a wicked God, but a God with a wicked and cruel sense of humor. Since there was no need for me to be lied to. There was no need for that woman to be weaponized against me. They did all this. They did all these things because they thought they had to get rid of me. They didn't. Shit, no. They thought I was like, oh, it's been love, and then I had to have my heart broken, so I know it was time to move on. You need to move on. You're not control the situation without it. She's got a new boyfriend. You need to move on. Forget about her. If you don't, I'm going to cut your balls off. Click. Like, okay, so apparently that's one of the stories that I'm not supposed to keep telling. I guess he doesn't find it as funny as I do. Okay, because number one, it's like a 35-year fucking prison sentence right there. That fucking phone call, just that one call, unlawful imprisonment, blah 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 blah, blah. You know, the whole thing. Just that one call, since I knew who it was. Wow, I didn't recognize his voice. Hi, I'm a paladin. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand how you people don't understand this shit. Okay, I died. I'm back. Hi, did you miss me? Fuck no. Because of the fact that I've died. Well, I don't remember it. I don't have to. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not looking forward to dying. But if I do, when I do, well, instantly, I get to decide my fate for a variety of reasons. Number one, I deserve it. Number two, it's entheogenic-ish. Number three, those are the rules. Number four, fuck you. That's why. And number five, I just don't want to be turned into a cock-smoking whore by picking the wrong lady or the tiger door. That seems okay with me, right? Apparently, a lot of other people don't see it that way. They did not choose wisely. Similarly, this girl that I met when she introduced herself to me, she didn't choose wisely either. She decided it'd be a great idea to assume that she knew what the fuck was going on. She didn't, and she didn't ask, and well, I'd love to call her up and say, hey, you pick me up and take me to your house and give me a bath and then fuck me. I can't ask her that. I don't want to ask her that. Number one, I have commitments elsewhere. Number two, well, you know, she could fucking do that too. Except no. She didn't want to say that she wanted me. Fuck, she doesn't want me. She just wants to fucking get me. I'm on her list of the guys that got away. She thought I was one of them guys who uses drugs and juice up girls and then break their heart. She thought I was one of them. I'm not. She didn't ask. She just assumed. She was part of the total lion liberation force. And I wonder what happened to her. Like what the fuck? What is this girl's deal? Why isn't she fucking me? Oh well, it turns out she's badged. Now, turns out there really is a rule. If you meet somebody while you're working and you get a badge, after you bang them up for 3 years, 3 to be frank. If you don't tell them, hey, I've got a badge. Okay, well, you really don't get to tell them later. And if you continue to act as though you're investigating them and you're not, that's against the rules. Okay. Turns out it can cause a lot of disagreements. It can cause a lot of difficulty. And somebody thought that they're going to game the system so that they could have a total lesbo family unit with two girls, and a dog. And the dog was going to be they have a dog for a man because they didn't need man. They just needed a dog. They called them the aristocrats, but then they changed the name to Algonquin. Right? That's my sweetie. I love them. Well, yeah, I love all my sweeties. My sweetie. Yeah, that bitch belongs to me. No shame in it, right? She would not be around if it weren't for me. She's not around. She's a square. And I don't know what she's doing, but she can keep right on fucking doing it. That's fine with me. And if she can't fucking break away from Anton and say, hey, I'm going over to Jack's house. We're gonna get high and fuck. Shelly, come here and help me rape this girl. Yeah, it's not. No. Whatever the fuck she's doing, Anton Sandoz LeVay is not known for letting his bound chattel horse step out. And the fact that he's stuck with a siren, that's a descended view of girl I own. He's not a real happy Satanist. And how that happened, shit, I didn't know I had that kind of deal. Okay, cool. Cool, better him than me. Like I don't want to be fucking trapped into a fucking contract with Satan. Fuck that. A lot of people are like, yeah, I hope I get a contract with Satan. I sell my soul. I get all the perks. I get invited to all the parties. I get to kill people that I want to without a lawyer. Yeah. Like, no, I don't see any excitement with that. They think that means, okay, I get to do all kinds of evil shit. I'll get away with it. No, you don't get away with shit. No. The eye in the sky watches. How that happens, I know a little bit about it. I really have. I haven't. I mean, it's not like I'm not a teacher of transcendental meditation. I just reversed it. Fuck it. You're supposed to go get it taught to you by some dude, because it's like Amway. I shit you not. But I just needed to be doing it, and so I haven't lately. But I don't need to go quantum at this moment. It's like dying, except without killing yourself. So it's a pretty powerful skill. I can see why they train you to do it. And when you pay them money, there's a paper trail. Then you're on the list of people that the government knows. Oh, hey, this guy, he's either an asshole who's too dumb to figure out, or he's capable of bringing people back from the dead and escaping the planet. Government likes to have those people on the list because the government knows. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, what do they do about it? Well, so far nothing real effective, right? I don't know to what extent that shit happened before the COVID, but before COVID I didn't know that we had sorcerers. Turns out there's wizards too, but I'm pretty sure they're all gay, right? I don't want to be a wizard. I didn't really want to be a sorcerer, but when I read about the distinction between these things, these titles, I thought, oh well. Clearly, the power play is to be a sorcerer and to become one without wanting to be, because absolute power corrupts, but it does not corrupt absolutely. For if it does absolutely corrupt, then it was not absolute power. For if it were, there could be no corruption. Now that makes perfect sense to me. Like instantly, bing. I don't know how many of you listened to that and went, shut up, schizo, take your meds. Yeah, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not. If I had the condition and I didn't have the diagnosis, well, I still wouldn't be schizophrenic. That's the rule. There's lots of rules for things, and some people follow them, and some people don't. Okay, that's the way of the world. Now, don't hate on me because I figured this shit out. Okay, I would have preferred to get getting high on fuck and getting sex. I would have preferred that. I didn't. I got a different one. And I don't have a perfect life. For example, I told this dude, hey, I need a bag. He brings me a bag of poison. Gee, thanks. Bag of poison, huh? Okay. Cool. Does it again. Bag of poison. That's too bad. Before that, I got a bag of something else. What happened to that? Oh, well, supposedly that bag was worth $40,000. Hang on a second. Really? Who says? Well, the guy who lost his license, and so to him, his little cottage industry where he was allowed to make that stuff and allowed to sell it and allowed to do that. Well, I guess I got only one of his last bags left. And then I didn't even use it in a way that he could, you know, throw me in jail for it. Like, I honestly didn't know, number one, that he had a license. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that, but certainly explains why he was reticent about sharing details. I respect that. I really do. And I would love to give him his license back, but that's not for me to say. I don't have a license for deciding who gets to cook meth. I have a license for, if I want, I could become such a guy. And having discovered this, I was kind of skeptical at first, but it turns out it's kind of real. And then rather than do anything I could to make meth, I just sat around. What's up? Yeah, he's pissed. Well, shit, I guess he should have fucking told me the goddamn truth. I guess he shouldn't have been a dick. I guess he shouldn't have assumed things that he weren't true. I guess he should have been more careful with his own. I guess. All right. So this has a lot to do with why people are pissed at me. Apparently, being able to make it by the jerry can full and selling it to whomever. Apparently, that's pretty good money. Yeah. Until you lose your license, and then whatever bags you had stockpiled away. Well, suddenly those are a lot more precious. And I accidentally got one. I didn't know. I said I wanted a bag. I didn't say, give me the one that's worth $40,000. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Let me tell you. It was pretty fucking good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Why don't you go to my house and lick up the floor, then you'll see how good it was. I mean, I didn't want to waste it. Although I don't know how much of it is left in the house because an Alpha Draconin came and sent a bunch of nano spiders to come and hoover it all up, which was, I'm not gonna lie, fucking creepy. But apparently that's pretty valuable. Apparently it's not that easy to come by, since I guess most people don't hang on to their licenses that long, given that it tends to cause complications. You know, I don't really know exactly what the fuck happens. Emergency calls only. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh, Google Fi. Oh, okay, now it works. Oh my God, this fucking. So my phone's fucked up. I'm trying to get an Uber. Oh, and my phone can't connect. Right. The reason why is because the people who are watching me. Hi guys. Hi. They got a bone to pick with me. Things are not the way they thought they were, and now that they know, hey, wait a second. He could have. I could have. And then, when they killed me and replaced me, they would have gone back to cooking meth. They're like, oh, I got a license. They don't care. They don't fucking care about the law. They're meth heads. They're obsessed with meth. They're addicts. Okay. I'm not. First thing I said when I was having this prophetic daydream with God, like, God, I don't want to fucking cook meth. What are you doing? And God said, bingo, that's exactly what qualifies you. The fact that I don't want to. God's pretty clever that way. So since I know all these things, and I speak about them openly. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Throw away the methcathinone. I'm Mr. Crucifer. Do you know what meth is for? It's for fucking getting high as balls and fucking. For damn sure. That's for sure. Although you wouldn't want to overdo it. Because it doesn't work that way. The whole system is designed to find people who are obsessive morons who just can't say no. More. And fuck them up. through a long and decidedly unglamorous series of unfortunate events that most people refer to as thug life. Right? God doesn't like people who abuse God's children. That includes themselves. I made a mistake. I trafficked myself. I allowed myself to be trafficked. I didn't hold a gun to the woman's head, but I didn't. I was too young to realize that I was raping her. Basically, she didn't know what she was in for. She thought she was going to be in a position where I was going to be like reluctant, like it was going to be a plaything, because she was in on the gag. I was the I didn't know. I don't know what the fuck these people were doing. I knew it wasn't to my benefit because they weren't telling me the truth, and keep me in the dark and then going, surprise, you're in prison. That's apparently one of the favorite games that women like to play on men when they're 15, because it demonstrates validity of control. They feel better about whatever. It's a long fucking string of massive coke. Now, oh my god, look at all these fucking networks. Google Fi, T-Mobile, 313340, US Cellular, fuck you, 311-589, 311-588. Okay, well, that's good. I wasn't aware that those, they were there. My phone is not responding well because the software that's on my phone has been recently, I don't want to say upgraded, but it's been given a bit of a flavor enhancement, and that flavor is, damn, I'm really hard to hack now. Whereas before, for 3 years, I'm just sitting there. They got used to it. They got used to be. Meth's pretty powerful. They got not addicted to watching me, but kind of. Apparently, they can't stop. But they thought I was an idiot. They thought I never bothered. I didn't try real hard. I didn't look into it. I didn't telegraph that I knew things about what was going on with the phone. when I answered the phone, or when I called the guy, and I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "Hi, this is David Rubini." He didn't say that. Hi, this is David. No, I can't say this. Anyway, he's a good friend of mine in a way. He's not real happy with me these days because he feels like he got punked. Oh yeah, he did. You want my fucking girlfriend so bad? You hear that? Hey, dude. Yeah. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it either. Can he give her back? Apparently not. Yeah. I guess he made a boo boo. I guess he made an error. Well, yeah, shit, man. Yeah, you did. I'm on the phone with him, and he's like, "Hi, I'm in Texas," and I instantly thought, "Oh, that's a rape legal state." And then I thought to myself, "Okay, what does this signify?" I knew. And in order to give myself more time to go run through the Rolodex of my mind, I said to him, "Isn't that a rape legal state?" Bam! Instantly. "Oh, you're in Texas? That's rape legal, right?" So he thought, because he's a drug and sex obsessed rape lord, best goddamn rape lord of the best in the business. That dude is maximum rape all the time. Okay, he's just not obvious about it, and it's his job. He's supposed to do that. I don't know. I don't know why, but I do know that he certainly has his own thing going on, and apparently he either always wants to rape and then sometimes let him go, or he always wants to rape and sometimes they get away and he's too embarrassed to say, or sometimes he lets them go, or he lets them. No, he says fuck off, just shut up. Like he's back on rape all the time. Yeah, he doesn't want to think about it because he's still living in this fucking hell that he bought for himself. Because I don't know where he is. I don't know where she is. They're still running around going woo, woo. I guess they're on the run, but I don't fucking know. Once she took off and said, anything, and then hopped into a cab and then took off early. Like, it was obviously something I was supposed to feel bad about. Yeah, I did feel bad about it, but I felt bad about her getting murdered too. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and she did, and her friends did. They didn't tell me anything. They just pushed me around, had me do things, which I was happy to do. I really was. I wanted to find out what was happening, and I was hoping I would see my actual sweetie again. It took a while, and I had no time did anybody call me up and say, "Hey, I raped your girlfriend. Forget about her." No. Oh God. When I think about it, I start getting dizzy and nauseous and shit. And I was before the ambush, and now it's been like 3.5 years. I don't know what she's doing, but she's not the same gal, and she's kind of annoyed with me because I haven't lifted a finger to get her back from what she's done. I know she wanted to go off to wherever. Okay, bye. Of course I love her. Yeah. I didn't arrange for her to go. I don't enjoy that she's gone. I don't like a goddamn thing about the whole fucking thing, except, well, I guess she's not going to goddamn lie to clergy anymore, is she? No. I think she's figured out the special consequences. They ain't that much fun for anyone but me. And I'm not real fond of what's happened, but on the bright side, I didn't lie to clergy. And I don't know what I would do if I was desperately wishing I could get her back. Like if I had stole her, and then now she's gone, and I couldn't steal her back. And for like what, hitchhike down to Texas and figure out a way to get within arm's reach of her, and then blow cock's leg open her into her, and then bug her, and then re-imprint her. Oh, what a fucking fun game! Let's just objectify women into being fucking frisbee discs. Like what the fuck? Some people are that goddamn insane. Okay. I'm not like that. Thank God. Well, not really thank God. I mean, yes, certainly thank God. But given the opportunity to embrace discipline and not be a rape-headed fucking spurt fag, I mysteriously made the wide choice. I didn't. And I cool. Yeah, that's. I thought it was supposed to work out that way, and then I don't know that I don't know that I'm the only one. He lied, but it is nice to not have to be feeling any guilt for that. I don't have any objections to natural sickness. Just thinking about what happened and what they did in order to get what they wanted. They'd stop at nothing, and they didn't. And they got everything. They got everything they wanted, and they left me fucking dead to die. That's exactly what they wanted out of it. And then mysteriously, well, number one, I'm not dead. Number two, so you raped her and now you want to give her back? Well, why don't you just give her a plane ticket, throw her on a plane? Oh, is it not? Oh, I have to consent? I hear my mommy calling me. Click. Yeah, like, no thanks. Maybe that's something maybe, but I don't feel like I need to negotiate with the dude who raped my wife and then implanted her with Christ only knows what. Probably a fucking actual beard and a tail that comes out of her cooter. Probably. I don't want to think about it. So I don't. God. I got exactly zero remorse for doing everything correctly that I could, because I didn't ever want any of this to happen. Not once, not ever. And because other people did, it happened. Similarly, when I was in my early teens, I figured out, okay, well, if I don't fall for this one, I'm not gonna fucking keep her. She's not gonna fucking fight for me. Oh God. Oh, it was vile. Oh God, the whole fucking thing was so stupid. so stupid. I didn't know what to say or about what I saw. It didn't make sense what I saw. But I knew I didn't want to say the wrong thing because it would cause a kerfuffle of legendary proportions, which would interfere with me getting laid later, as well as buy drugs, since drugs don't typically get sold to dudes who are stitches. Oh, I heard you snitched once. Okay, you get Trident bubblegum. Fuck you. Yeah. There's a whole lot of areas on Earth that are like that, where, well, not areas geographically, but like let's say you kidnap and eat a baby. Well, here, if you join in and say, okay, I'll say that. Well, shit, they might cut your tongue out right on the spot. People who traffic children are fucking foul. Fucking foul. Oh God, unless they have permission, they don't usually. Tracking down stolen children is not really something you can bank on, because generally, one's missing. Fucking go get her. Come back? What do you mean come back? There is no back without her. She's the child. You don't fucking give up. Oh well, she's the one that got away. No, she's not. She's off in the fucking woods getting raped by fucking the big bad wolf and Hansel and Gretel taking turns capping her. It's fucking sick. It's sick what happens. And what people do is they let it happen because they don't know what they're doing. They don't. They have no idea. They have no fucking idea what the fuck they're doing, other than being assholes. They don't mind that. Hee. I'm gonna show the patriarch who's boss. Okay, sure, whatever. Here's a hint. It's us. Now I don't have a ride coming. The reason why I don't have a ride coming is because the dudes who monitor my phone, they have full access to the fucking thing. They don't want me to. Oh, maybe. Cool. I could walk. I don't feel like walking. The main thing is if I don't get there within an hour and a half, I can't buy beer. I don't want beer. I want grapefruit. Seriously. She's somewhere. They won't tell me who she is. They won't tell me where she is. I don't know what she looks like. If she saw me, she would recognize me. If she did, she'd burst into tears. She feels pretty guilty. She should. She's guilty. I told her I needed help. She said, okay, I need help too. Great, I helped her. She helped some people. Didn't really help me. A little bit. She stopped to dance, and then dance with me. 4 seconds. Of it. Wow. Fuck. I gotta take a breather. I can't keep talking about this. It's pretty harsh. It really is. The whole fucking thing is just one big fucked off mess after another. But on the bright side, I am not guilty of human trafficking. I am not facing 25 to life for various charges. I haven't been doing it before. When I discovered that there was such a thing as cockslave dope, I did not immediately think of all the women I'd like to give it to. Shit, no. I don't want to give it to anybody. I want them to give it to me. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I hope you're my first. Okay, so she's been scissoring for like 12 millennia. It's her turn to. She drew the short straw. It's her turn to grow a dick. Well, she doesn't have one because she's a woman. So her plan was to get a baby out of me and then worry about the rest later. Oh, okay. So I can see why I don't remember having no telepathic conversation with that one saying, "Oh, I promised to wait for you." Now she had it with an actor. And so when she discovered that I just gleefully walked into a fucking date rape situation, she's like, "What?" Yeah, and then he flipped over and did her up the ass, and she was in a state of unthinking disbelief, and she was like, "What?" She was upset over something that happened, and then something that didn't happen, And then the people who took advantage of that story used that story to peel her off of me, use a variety of dominant and humiliation control tactics to make her into theirs. And they made her into a whore for cooking their meth. Which I will admit is probably a more fun job than sucking my dick, because sucking my dick isn't a job. It's an adventure. And she didn't, no. She didn't want to suck cock. She wanted me to put my pee-pee in her wee-wee. And with two polite thrusts, and then leave. Exit, stage left, boom, gone. That's what she really wanted at the time. That's what she wanted. She didn't tell me that. I could see why it was complicated to get the fucking deal going. Because I was old enough and smart enough to be like, hey, wait a second. That doesn't seem like a very good deal to me. Although it did to somebody who was like, well, he's so fat and lazy and he's a nigger. So I'm probably his only chance he's ever going to have a baby. And then he can pay for it. And then he'll never see it. But then he'll have a baby so his genes will survive. That's the way these fucking women fucking justify to themselves. Various ways. Like, okay, and then once again, I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want to be put in a situation where I wasn't told. People wanted to do that to me without me being told. They wanted me to be unknowing. They wanted me to have the experience of going, what have I done? Because they all did. That's how they ended up being cock slave whores for Satan. Jumping around through time travel, fucking using their bodies to fucking rape children. That's human trafficking. That's Satanism. That's what drugs could do. And so I'm not surprised that I spent an inordinate amount of time figuring out, well, shit, what the fuck will you do about this? Because that's really what life on Earth is about. Recovering from the mistakes of some assholes who thought raping the divine spouse was a good idea. Oh, sure. Hey, God, that's a cool goddess you got there. She got a real pretty mouth. Like, there's some assholes in the higher planes. Yeah, for sure. And since then, well, I don't know if God's lonely, but they're I don't know. I'm not privy to those details. So I don't really mind that there's something going on. I don't really mind that I'm helping. I don't really mind that God asked me to be a sorcerer. And I did such a good job that I'm still a sorcerer. And since my free will has been somewhat smidgened off, I've shaved off little bits and given those pieces to Jesus and God. They hang on to it. And then that way, as a sorcerer, I can ask for help. If I fuck something up, they're there already. They can tell me how to do things and fix it, or they can just take over. That's part of the deal. Because I'm just a poor survivor of childhood sexual abuse. I still miss her. When I think about what was done, I get sick to my stomach. When I think about how the people that have followed me around and continued doing it over and over and over, without me being at all aware until recently, what was happening? Oh, that explains that. Oh, that explains that. Oh. Now, sometimes a person, when they have this kind of divine revelation, they're like, oh, that explains my whole life. It's horrifying. I already knew it was horrifying. I went to public school. Of course it was fucking horrifying. Okay? The fact that there's a reason, oh, there's a bunch of fallen angels that are running around and raping my life. Okay, well, at least that makes sense. Now I can do something about it. Not with a shotgun, but still. Before I didn't understand anything, and nobody wanted. Nobody was telling me the shit. Nobody was telling me what's going on. Nobody. They didn't think they needed to. He'll figure it out. He'll figure out what he did. You know what you did wrong. No. I still don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I'm thinking about right now. Thinking back to my childhood traumas. Well, it's a much more poignant thing now that I realize fuck, we got played. And then unlike some people, I figured that out early. And then prayed to God and Jesus and begged for help. And asked for a way to find out how to either save my friend or punish the fuck out of her. Preferably both. And then have shitloads of sex with her. So far I haven't, 2 out of 3 in bed, right? I don't have to, I mean, that was a stretch goal. Frankly, I don't know why she doesn't want to, except, oh, I get it. She's tired of it because she's there with other people. And then me, she liked the fact that I liked her without having to have sex. Okay, well, great. So now she wants all my attention, all my money, everything. And she also wants first rider shields with my dick. And then she's obsessed with getting me to marry her because she's insane. I don't know what she's done, but like, that's her crazy little girl dream in her afterlife slumber nightmare. I'm her hero. I'm the one she doesn't have to fuck or suck and she can take advantage of. Whee! Sounds pretty fucked up, doesn't it? Yeah. Rape is not cool. Rape is not cool in any way. And while there are cultures who use rape as a teaching tool, as a punishment, I mean, it's not like that's not going to happen. It's not like there shouldn't be such cultures. But it is like none of them have just figured out just what it is they're actually doing yet. I mean, they're like, it's a bit of a blood sport for them. But these are people who just don't get it yet. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. I know Grapefruit gets it. Since whatever she did, I don't have the full details. I haven't seen her yet. I hope she's not gone for 300 years. But she's not. I don't plan on seeing her anytime soon. Fuck no. She got work to do. She's got penance. I don't know. Maybe she's fucking shining shoes on a goddamn plantation in 1935. I don't know. She broke a whole bunch of rules. She didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a single fuck. And didn't give much of a toss about what happened to me. Since I let her down. Oh God, I want to fucking vomit myself. I start thinking about it, I was like, oh. Like the whole thing was so stupid and so unnecessary. And oh God, had I known various things that I know now, well, I would have made a lot of different choices. Things would have been better for everybody. I don't know. I'm sorry, my mind just blanked out. You're essentially an employee at the You sexualize me like one thing would, and I think I like it. Ooh, this could get messy. You don't seem to mind. Oh, don't go telling everybody. Overlook this supposed crime. I have honored your request for silence, and you wash your hands clean of this. Ooh, this could get messy. You don't seem to mind. Ooh, don't go telling everybody. You like this supposed crime. We'll fast forward to a few years later. No one knows except the both of us. And I have honored your request for silence. Click. It's not that bad. My singing's terrible. But I'll probably be able to practice them. Got a lot on my mind at the moment, so I really shouldn't be recording because I have nothing to say. I don't really want to babble. There's a bunch of stuff that as per cultural norms, I'm not really at liberty to discuss, other than to say, it worked! It worked. I don't know exactly how well, other than completely, but the events of recent days has been really phenomenally successful. And I suspect that a lot of people thought that I was talking out my ass when I said, I don't tell police, I tell God, blah, blah, blah. Work for God, on mission, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. It's difficult to know how to handle that bunch of bullshit, since I don't have any way to reach through the phone and punch the face in. Not that would really make a difference, but I arranged all this so that when people ask me questions like that, which I knew they would do. What do you do for a living? I respirate. I'm surprised I haven't been fucking had my Achilles snipped. I mean, it's fucking obnoxious. And the notion that I was able to actually pull it off and become a person who wanders around, does whatever I want. I was certainly inspired by Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction. I'm just gonna walk the earth. Yeah, fuck you. I decided that before then, and then I watched that and I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, walk the fucking earth. I don't want to boast, okay? But there's some folks that are disappointed that I turned out to be every goddamn thing that I said I was going to be. I didn't anticipate it having to be still like answering like fuck. I got like out on Front Street. It's a good thing I got one of those faces, because shit, they're gonna be talking about this for fucking decades. And conveniently, I'm more than happy to fill in the blanks with all kinds of hot intel. I made sure to not tell everything. I made sure to leave parts of it unspoken. I got this habit sometimes when asshole faggot Jews for the future sell me dope, like this is poison, it doesn't even fucking work. Cause you're gonna teach me a lesson. You gotta learn to stop when we tell you. Really? Why is that? We're gonna tell you why. We're just gonna steal your shit if you don't obey. Like, holy fuck. Wow, I guess they're serious, huh? Good thing they're like fluid with integrity. Gee, I wonder if that might be a fucking red flag or something. Oh, anyway, I knew by just throwing shitloads of data up. Number one, they have people for that. They have robots. Every fucking word that I typed, it's gonna go in the hopper. Everything I say can and will be used against me. Okay, well, here you go. Plenty of ammo. None of it means a goddamn thing. But knowing as I did that I would eventually reach a point where everything flipped and anything could be made to mean anything. You don't understand the power that these groups have. Like they're good. They're gonna get it done. They're superluminal. They can move faster than the speed of light. which means you don't see them coming, you don't see them when they're here, you don't see them when they're gone. It's a bit of a security issue. And when they chose to make their move and start rounding people up, like you can't fight back. It's too late then. Fuck though. And because they're sloppy and lazy and extra creepy, I was fortunately given the broad extent of free time to assess these issues. And the entire time, I just look like an idiot. He's looking for math. He's looking for math. They knew what I was looking for. Because they were looking for it too. Woof, woof, woof. Nobody understood why I was looking for it. I didn't quite understand that I would be fronting the look on my face for a long time. Now I'm still looking for it if I am looking for anything. Like, yeah, that's what I want. Duh. There's like what? No, give me a bowl of ice cream that's half of it's been replaced with pumpkin pie covered in feces. Yeah, that'll do, thanks. No, I need the real thing. Duh, or else don't even bother. And I did not understand that. I did not understand that's why I was being referred to as a junkie. I did not understand that those who know don't bother with anything else. Because those who know have options. And they don't go to get the real thing unless basically they're alone, right? And then if they're alone, they got the real thing, okay. Apparently there's lots of ways to do stuff. Nobody has taught me this. Nobody. I know why. They didn't want me to know. Because I guess they did it to my father. They taught my father. I guess that didn't work out well. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Well, that explains so much. I can see why nobody told me. I can see why he was cursed to exist in a torturous limbo hell of sitting around not able to move. Like he was fucked. And I'm guessing he fucking deserved it. Oh God, I still don't know all the details. I hope I never have to. He's hoping he never has to tell me. He says he feels stupid beyond his capacity to imagine stupidity. He says he can't believe what he let himself do. And he knows that he was trafficked in a way. There was an effort made to fool him, and he thought he was so clever. He thought he knew what he was doing, and he did. So did they. Life on Earth is a managed experience. It's created. Never, ever has God left us alone. This place. Do you know what they got going on? Oh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And it makes like a fantastic place to raise a family. oh yeah. Well, once you know what's going on, it's the best place to be born and to live and to die. It's the best place. Because everything can happen here. Some places certain things can't happen. Like there's like either safeguards or there's treaties in place, like safe zones or something. No, this world Earth, anything can happen because even though there are rules, Nothing to stop them from breaking them. Nothing. And when laws are broken, prices are paid, and if the person doesn't learn what happens when one breaks laws, natural law, real law. Natural law doesn't need enforcement. It's just it takes care of itself. It's natural law. It's not like you gotta convince the force of gravity to get out of work and get out of bed and go to work in the morning. It's just how it is. And that's a good place to learn. It's kind of unfortunate if a person grows up somewhere soft, like the island, or holy shit, or this fucking candlestick town. People here don't learn things that can be learned elsewhere. Like, for example, they don't learn what to do when, well, they've learned recently, but they don't get much opportunity to learn what to do when they piss off a paladin. I'm still pissed. And they haven't quite figured out the lesson. That means don't do it more. That means you're probably good not continuing to be irate. And I feel, you remember in Return of the Jedi, he falls into the pit, and they got that big old brow. That's me. I'm the brow. And if I hadn't been careful, I'd be stuck here forever. I'd be the paladin on the hill that they send kids to test their new tennis shoes on. This whole fucking town is it's a blight. It's a fucking it's just foul. It's just fucking foul. Here's what's terrible about it. It's awesome. I've had more fun learning the lessons that I had to learn than I ever thought I could ever have. This place is awesome. I've been so blessed to be able to live here. I've got the coolest goddamn house. You puny things, you don't even know. This house is so fucking cool. The location, the add-ons. I'm not the neighbors so much. We'll see. We'll see what happens after a little while. Like nobody's sneaking up on me, which means that the passing hermits or whatever, the people who thought they'd teach me a lesson, but if I fuck it up, I should. Okay, so yeah, they taught me a lesson, right? And that's good because I've taught them lessons as well. I did not know what was to come when I left. I knew there would be an effect. I'd live in that house up in Lake Forest Park, 16266. It's got the number of the beast in it. My house, 16266. Yeah, I didn't notice for a long time. And it's not haunted like this one, but it's similar. And what my parents did, I'll never know. But I know that I was meant to be burnt as an offering. I was meant to not amount to anything and then be disposed of. I was meant to be useful to their unholy crimes. Whatever the fuck it is what they were doing. Some kind of bullshit they didn't tell me about. Which, I don't really begrudge them. I still don't know a lot. And I'm going to be forever grateful as long as I don't know. And it must have seemed to a lot of people that it was weird and creepy and fucked up. It was. I couldn't figure out why it was weird and creepy the way it was until recently. But now I get it. My father did not appreciate being treated the way he was. He did not like being taken advantage of and teased and brutalized. He was a boy living in a peasant village, idyllic. He had it pretty good. And then dudes with guns showed up and fucking set that shit to rest. And yeah, he never really felt okay about that. I don't know if he does now. I think he's a little, I don't know what he is. He's dead. He does not talk much. I get a little wistful once in a while, but I don't want to manifest him. I don't want to see him. He's dead. Moved into this place and immediately killed a vampire lord who was fucking sleeping in my fucking carport. I killed him by, without thinking about what I was doing, plugging in an oxygen generator in the wood shop underneath the loft where the vampire lord was, I guess, fucking hanging upside down. I don't know. Turns out these undead creatures are kind of, they're a little fragile. And whether he was pretending to or not, he was sleeping and then he died. Oops, scusi. I didn't mean to. I really didn't. But I came to town and immediately started killing undead creatures that I shouldn't have even known was even there. So I could see that. I could see that all this was necessary. I could see that it was mandatory. Darling grapefruit, I'm sorry. Sorry that I saved you the way that I did. I guess it would have been nicer if I had told you ahead of time I'm a demon hunter. That I do stuff. And I guess you thought it was like the usual fucked off nonsense that MK actors come up with. This is my backstory. Wow. I'm a demon hunter. Okay, well, no, I genuinely fucking am. Things I saw have haunted me my entire life. And the effect that the things that happened, I don't know the half of it. But clearly it fucked up everybody. And then instead of hanging around and being like, okay, well, that was a cool trick. Okay, now I'm part of the club. I guess you've hazed me. I would have had to have done something to earn the respect, right? And then I could have been a part of the gang. Could have been one of the boys. Ha, boys. But instead, I just took a fucking fade. Just fucking tapped out. Didn't play well with others in the first place. Didn't want to put up with their fucking nonsense because I could see what the fuck it was all about. They wanted to have plausible deniability. They wanted to have somebody bring people into their, and then, oh, one night suddenly she's in love with somebody else. Sorry, Jack, you should have been nicer to her. Can't keep it girl, it must be you're fat, maybe you should work out more, blah, blah, blah. Whole fucking thing was designed to be an environment in which they could smuggle dead Fagans and put them in different bodies and keep up the whole charade of, yeah, you're born, you don't know where you are, you don't, I mean, it was a genius plan, I will say that, considering it almost worked. And it did work for a while. And rather than contribute to it working any further, it blew the whole fucking thing up. I didn't like what happened to me. And I assumed that somebody would do something about it. Never in a million years, I think. It was on purpose. That thought didn't strike my, that didn't get my attention. I didn't think it was something that white people would do. Turns out I don't know white people. Oh, fuck though, it's exactly the kind of shit they do. I'm peeing. I assume. I assume that's something white people do. Now the reason why. When I pee, when I urinate, I have to force the urine to go through my immensely swollen prostate, which wow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hamming it up. It feels good. My understanding is that prostate cancer is a killer. Yeah, I bet. Now, why do people get prostate cancer? Well, my guess is that they force women to suck their dicks, is my guess. I think there's some sort of thing that happens with the combination of brutal overriding of consent combined with the cure for toxic masculinity. The things that happened as a result of the fall of mankind, the tree of knowledge, good and evil, they were pretty bad. They still are bad. They tell that story because it's the entire reason why this place is the way it is and why we're here. We come here to redeem ourselves because we have done wrong. We don't know what that wrong is, but by the time we get done, we find out. I didn't do anything wrong. Somebody told me. Stop smoking. Okay, well, here's why. They wanted me to be in a position where I would be susceptible to harvest. Somebody wanted me to be off the sauce long enough so that taking the sauce for the fresh dose of a particular kind of sauce would be something that was reasonable to do. What is the way it works, whatever. the general idea is that you're doing it every day. It's waste. It's an overload. And I suppose it may feel awesome at first, but over time it just doesn't function the right way. Couldn't believe the things that I saw. And they happened right in front of me because the people that were doing them didn't think that I was capable of paying attention. And the people who told me to do things that were stupid, for me, since I knew what they were all about, they thought I was stupid for doing it. They figured I must have been under some kind of spell or something. And then when I suddenly started not doing both what they thought I would do and what they were telling me to do. Come back, Shane, come back, come back. No, they didn't call me Shane. I had no reason to fuck myself up. None. I was there because I was encouraged by God to look past the obvious problems and the red flags, and that I would have the time of my life. And that's all I needed to hear, because I had sat at my parents' house for a long time wondering what the fuck, what the fuck. And I don't think that it was done. I don't think I was left there alone to be punished. I think it was done because they wanted me good and horny when somebody showed up. So they could finish their grooming. Because somebody missed out on her groom, and she apparently didn't have a nice time. She apparently didn't think things through. I guess she thought lying to me would work. I guess she thought she didn't need to tell me the truth. She didn't. She also didn't need to accomplish whatever the fuck it was she wanted me to accomplish with her. It's hard for me to credit that, in addition to me being obviously stupid enough to go along with it, how could I not? But also, she knew if something went wrong, I could fix it. I did. I really did. Took a long goddamn time. Which makes sense, since some bright bulb and her, I'm gonna say, co-toddler. Did you like that? That was funny. Shout out to Todd. I think Todd and I have made up a little bit. I'm still gonna fuck his wife, but like they're married. Well, no, I'm gonna divorce his wife and then do that. Anyway, I mean he's undoubtedly gonna be stinging for the rest of his days. Never gonna forget how I played his ass like a fucking country fiddle. When I met him as Todd, I didn't recognize him. Anton Sandoz LaVey, reborn. Actual. Fuck, no wonder I dig him. He's a obnoxious, vainglorious fucking Satanist spurglord in disguise, and then he's so vain. Anybody who happens to greet him and recognize him with glee, with actual glee, that's enough for him. Fuck. He's lost his identity. He's kinda. I mean, he can't tell people. He's like running the Cinnabon. And he didn't look the same as I had when I saw him before, but he was there. He was there coming from me. I didn't exactly clue into that, but he had this weird way of warning me. He was working at the corner gas, and he had a lined notebook roller. He had a book of notebook paper, spiral notebook, and he was writing. This guy fancies himself a writer. I'm sure he can really write in reality, but this was his lower karmic power. This was like Junior Anton, Because the whole purpose of the satanic homosexual agenda was to pave the way for the revitalizing of the satanic armies, and then go right back to work with what we wanted to do, which was fuck shit up. So I meet this guy, I get friends with him, and I do so by saying the magic words. Hey, can we talk somewhere safe? Which instantly tells anybody that I don't know what I'm talking about. Because there is no safety. None. No safety whatsoever. It's an illusion. Like, Misha. She introduced me to herself as an at-risk teen. And that was a ploy. She was a shapeshifter. She was a tranny. She wasn't trained. She was a chameleon. She was whatever the fuck. This woman was like perfect in like several ways. And she told me about her mother, who taught her tarot. Never met her mother. And Todd had told me about his mother, issues with. And she did tarot. A lot of people did tarot. I didn't do tarot. I just studied it a lot. I knew that I wouldn't be going to tarot school. I knew I wouldn't be chilling with the gang. I knew that if the fucking resurrection of Anton LaVey, accompanied by his little man-bitch servant, Michael, right? How fucking obnoxious is that? He was supposed to eat me for a snack. I was supposed to eat you. Fuck no. I meet him. He's writing a spiral notebook, and obviously he's doing that because he knows I'm a writer, or I want to be. Like, there's nothing else I could really do. And so he was instantly looking to curry favor with me. I asked him, after buying beer and cigarettes from him for months, off and on, like daily, which I was doing not because of an alcoholic, but because I was signaling what it would do. Well, they did things all right, and it was their belief that they were going to be having an easy time of it. But no, I wanted them to send a fucking strike team like they did in high school, so I could learn more intel about the enemy. Now that I know what happened, it makes perfect sense. I see why all of it. And I must have seemed like a complete douchebag. I probably still do. Hi, I'm Jack. I am a complete star. And I did not know it was such a big deal, but I knew there was a deal. I knew there was a difference between speed and meth and crystal. And I knew that meth was the danger word. Meth meant, hey dude, I'm willing to risk 20 years in prison. So consequently, no, he said he couldn't get it. I didn't ask him to get it. I said, can you get it? I was clear on this. He moved me over to outside the building. We're under the camera. The camera has fucking sound on it. Puts me right in front of the fucking thing. I see him do this. I point at the camera over his head, and he says, don't worry about it. Okay, so he was careful to move me somewhere safe. Safe being someplace where he was on record, right? Because he wanted to make sure that he could get me for a soliciting charge. He did not get me for a soliciting charge because I never, ever asked him for meth. I asked him if he could get it. Totally different question. And because it was me, he was champing at the bit for revenge. And because he's that kind of guy, I acted as though what I was doing was a big deal. I was really worried. Because that's how they get them. Sure, the satanic ritual dare program. Dare-E. Dare-E. Do you guys know what E is? You know what the difference between E and X is? Here's a hint. You're not supposed to. And it changes. I had just been taken to Europe and taught an amazing lesson in how fucking stupid Jews could be. Like, holy shit. What made this person think that was a good idea to do? Well, here, unbeknownst to me, there was a bunch of things that I had done. Number one, I attacked Andrew Blackwell, and I'm not proud. He didn't really deserve that. It was a setup on every level. I don't know if he knew what the deal was, but I do know that he was scared. He was afraid I was going to kill him. I knew that this was going to happen because before I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, my portrayal as a person of no character, no moral fiber, no plan, no nothing. It was just a waste, like a little junior bully thug squirted from the loins of who used to be, by all accounts, a pretty impressive athlete until he fucked up. So I'm proud to know that I've redeemed my father. I don't know how much. I'd be happy to do more, honestly, but I'm glad that I found a way to do it that doesn't involve crying to the police, asking for money, going up to a woman and saying, "Can I be a little bitch? Will you tell me what's going on?" Oh no! I don't need to know what's going on. I know what's going on. Better than most. And the woman who thought that was full of shit. Well, she's somewhere. I don't know where she is, but if I knew where she was, I could go there and I could intercede in some way. Fuck, I'd like to, but I can't without prior written authorization, because that woman's not just any woman. She's a fucking savage killer. And that's my sweetie. I know another sweetie. I have multiple sweeties. The other one's not, because they don't want to get. She don't want to. She says she'll kill her. Like, really? Oh wow. She says, "Yeah, I want to see you resurrect somebody." Oh, that's hot. I don't know just how bad it was. All right. I do know that I won't tell anybody what I know that will soften certain people's attitude, because it's really not Grace's fault. It's really not. Seems like it would be, wouldn't it? But it's not. And even though it's not my fault, I'm going to take full accountability, because the reason why all these people did what they did, because they all came to rescue me, because I was just a poor Hungarian orphan sharecropper, descendant of two fucking spook lords that never fucking told me what they were doing. Oh my God. I'm glad I don't have to tell it right away. It's a nightmare. And I'm glad that I found the pedophiles who needed to be informed that they fucked up. Because what about being gay? It was about lying. It was about, I didn't lie. And I was lied to. And so I didn't take a vow, but I knew there's no fucking way I was going to let that slide. Tricked me into lying to her mother for dope.